So for part 2 of our adventure, we took the evening Caledonian Sleeper from London Euston to Fort William. It takes the route of the West Coast Main Line mainly. We had drinks in the club car until around midnight, then turned in for the night. The train itself then continued on through Preston, up through Carlisle, came off at Carstairs Junction in Edinburgh where the train splits in two. Our portion then headed across towards Glasgow, then up around past Helensburgh, Gare Loch where we woke up towards Rannoch Moor where we had breakfast in the morning, and continues on the lovely scenery past Loch Treig, loops around by Spean Bridge and down into Fort William. So that's our journey for today. Hello everyone, this is part 2 of our Caledonian Sleeper London to Fort William journey. If you haven't already seen part 1, please check out our channel. That is the first day, Wednesday, our journey from Newcastle down to London and the sights and sounds of London. This, however, is part 2 of the second day, the journey up to Fort William. We had a wonderful night in the club lounge on the sleeper and turned in for some sleep round about midnight, and then woke up the next morning roughly in the vicinity of Gare Loch for those that know it. So this is the scenery on the journey up from Gare Loch up to Fort William, across Rannoch Moor and everywhere in between. Absolutely incredible scenery. We tried our best to be selective with the clips, but even then the actual total time came in to around 20 minutes, and that's probably a bit much to ask you to all watch, even if the scenery is spectacular. So what I have done is, in certain sections I have artificially speeded up or hyperlapsed the clips. In other bits where there's more scenery or more commentary, I've run it at normal speed. But it is absolutely incredible scenery. I hope you appreciate that. You're more than welcome to play it back at a slower speed to take it all in, but I have had to do some hyperlapsing, otherwise it would be a long video, simply because of how much beautiful scenery there is up here. So we're going to curve round and then curve back on ourselves and go over that green bridge in the distance there. And that's us on the green bridge I just mentioned earlier and that you saw a little bit earlier on. And that's us crossing it now. And that tree line down the side of that hill, that's where we just were earlier. I still see a bit of snow on top of some of the hills. And that big horseshoe that we've just done, as I see it, that was to avoid the substantial cost of a huge viaduct across the valley. So that's Bridge of Oakley Station, and and I'm not sure what got those there. I don't know if it's for luggage or what. Guess so. There's a set of old balancing scales. Just to keep the commentary brief, if I have this right, you can see the road across the distance there. This is pretty much where the road and rail separate. The road heads west and comes into Fort William from the bottom up the side of Loch Lomond, and the train here at this point and the railway splits off sort of more north and loops around and comes in through Roy Bridge and Speen Bridge and reaches Fort William from the north, heading in the south direction, if that makes sense. Morning, Miss Adventure.
Good morning.
Got my food order there ready? Yeah, we have indeed. There we are. Scenery video just to say a massive shout out to Alec and his team. We've had an absolutely lovely breakfast, great service, but more to the point, it's been the best tour guide ever. That's where that scenery tips came from. Thanks for that, Alex, mate. Cheers, mate. Videoing the videographer. Caledonian Sleeper. lot of that's thanks to Greg's team. Greg's the one doing the videography right now, hiding behind the camera. We hope to do it again soon because it's been a long time coming. 6 years since the last time. But thanks to Greg and everyone for a brilliant night on the Caledonian Sleeper. What brought us here? 73 and I'm going to say 68 back, no 68. The usual Caledonian Sleeper 73, if you can hear it. 73971. Let's have a look inside. And that's what they look like inside. And it was indeed a 66739. I don't know why I said 68. There we are. That was our traction. (66.739) Bluebell Railway. Caledonian Sleeper. Guest lounge at Horseshoe. And we're just having a wee drink, getting ourselves sorted, and we're going to go and have a look around Fort William. But it is a nice little lounge. With the stag with the antlers. Can you see the stag with the antlers, Joanne? Have a look at the antlers. How many antlers does it have?
5.
Does that strike you as an odd number? Do you know why the stag has 5 antlers?
Oh, you did tell us this.
Yes. There's 2 different sleepers in total, down or up. And if you imagine one side of the antlers is one sleeper, and the other side of the antlers is the other sleeper. So the one with 2, that's the Lowland Sleeper, that's Edinburgh and Glasgow. And then on the other side, there's your Aberdeen, your Inverness and your Fort William. So that's what signifies the different sleeper destinations upwards in Scotland. In fact, I tell you what, if I point it that way, it might be a little bit, and go close up. Caledonian Sleeper, 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So that's Fort William, Inverness and Aberdeen. And then on the other side, Glasgow and Edinburgh. There we are. Got what, sorry? Maps and stuff? Yeah, a bit different how I remember, to be fair, it's nice. So I'm going to have to be brief, sadly, because it's a bit of a fleeting visit to Fort William. Well, it's not, it's just we've sat in the Caledonian Sleeper Lounge, chillaxed, teas, coffees, biscuits, stuff like that. I have, however, came out just to catch the weather, because it's only the second time I've been to Fort William and the weather's been good. Did it with Stu and Sam many a year ago, and it was lovely. I'm trying to think how I get out this car park just to show you the view of Loch Lomond. It's a lovely, lovely, bright, sunny morning. There's a bit of a breeze. It's not a particularly cold breeze either. Not feeling any cold. But as I say, it's a fleeting visit. I have, however, took advantage of the opportunity, and I have been to Morrison's. And for my Scottish mate Stevie, we have got some plain bread, and I've got myself some to see what he's raving about. That's Loch Lomond there, or Loch Lomond. I'm going to have to find out one day how you pronounce that. It's spelled L-I-N-H-E, so that looks like Linny, but it's probably just Loch Lomond. Scenic view with the recycling bins there, but that is the shores of Loch Lomond. And it is a beautiful, sunny, and as I stand still out the breeze, actually warm. Do I dare say that, warm for early March day in Fort William. And sadly we haven't got very long because we're on the 11:40 train back, and it's about 11:25 now. Haven't got far to go to the train station though. That there be the train station, and that above us is the Nevis Range, and in the very far distance, if you can make it out, that will be probably the side of Ben Nevis proper, the one well and truly covered with snow. Actually, I'm probably blocking it by that lamppost. That might be it up there in the gap as well, the one that's snow crusted. So after our brief but sunny stop in Fort William, it's time for the train back home. Again, back past Bainbridge and Roybridge, along past the shores of Loch Treig, passing Corrour summit, then onwards further south, round the Horseshoe curve again, continuing onwards. Next stop off into Crianlarich, where the train doubles up with a service from Auburn. Onwards and down past Inveronan onto the shores of Loch Lomond. Loch Lomond then cutting across the other side to Loch Long, down the side of Loch Long and then Gare Loch, through Helensburgh and along the scenic coastline of the Clyde estuary, Dumbarton, Clydebank and then into Glasgow.
We will shortly be arriving at Crianlarich station. Any passengers for Oban, please change here. At Crianlarich, the doors will be opened and then closed while we join with another train. Please keep clear of the doors and remain seated while we do that, as the train may jolt slightly. Once this is complete, the doors will reopen, and shortly after, this train will depart for all remaining stations to Glasgow Queen Street. Thank you.
So after arriving into Glasgow Queen Street, it was time for the short walk across the road to Wetherspoon's accounting house for a bite to eat. And from then on, the not too difficult walk through the city centre, down Buchanan Street, across and past Glasgow Central train station, around the side of it, down Hope Street, and into the Park Lane bar for drinks and meeting friends. So we've made it from Port William. Not much commentary, just scenery all the way. It'll be in the video, I'll not spoil it, I'll just leave it at scenery. And then we've made it to Glasgow.
Yeah.
And we're in good old, last thing behind us, Buchanan Street. Which means, if you step where I said, Mr. Benson, they are coming for you. They know what she's like, they're after her. And I think that's the real police, not Dr. Who. Well, my Glasgow, everyone. Next up,
Park Lane.
what's on at the Park Lane bar?
Karaoke.
Right, see you in a bit. Oh, we're at Glasgow, we're at the Park Lane bar. And Margaret Mary, the sting that tongue out it way.
Yeah, you play the game, then it's on to the same. That's living alright. Who's on your mind? And you are my friend. Wherever you reach for me, I'm gonna do all that I can.
And on that note, both very worth the wear for alcohol. As the map indeed shows, we decided it was time to try and make a journey to the train station to make sure we didn't miss our train home. And the journey did indeed look pretty much like that, to be fair. That's a fair representation of things. That's almost what it felt like getting from the Park Lane bar just a couple of minutes around the corner and into Central Station and onto the train and then off to Carlisle. So we made it back to Carlisle, and that's actually our train, but we're still a bit early, so we can't even get on it yet. So it's going to be the waiting room, because the heating's on in the waiting room.
It is.
So we are coming into Prood-hoe, the way the new Northern announcement records it. That one needs doing again, because that's not how the people around here actually say brother. But coming into Prood-hoe, so a couple of stations till we get home. But we're both a bit tired, so rather than doing it on a cold noisy platform when we get back to Bladen, I thought we'd do a video wrap here. So, been 2-day adventure down to London. Didn't get to Camden Town, we did Soho and a few other places, and then an amazing Caledonian Sleeper experience up at Fort William. Glorious weather at Fort William the day, and a nice train journey back down, and then karaoke in Lane Bar and Glasgow and lots of drinking. So I'm tired now, so I'm gonna let Miss Adventure do a thoughts on it.
We're absolutely shut out, but we've had a cracking time.
What did you think of the sleeper?
Sleeper was lovely. Absolutely
Very good.
brilliant.
What do you think of my singing?
Can't
And on
find
that
the right
note,
words
yeah,
for
that's
that.
you. Stop talking. It's my turn now. Right, so I'm gonna give it a wrap then. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you found something enjoyable in it. Certainly the scenery one, it is amazing scenery. So what I might do is do the speeded up version of some of the scenery in the normal video. Oh, see what I mean? But I might do a full version of it as a boring video just for them that just want to watch the scenery as a separate video, so you don't have to watch through it. So, thanks for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed something. We're going to call it a wrap, and as always, please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.